Hello, everyone. This is Jimmy Kidd, and I'm with Jefferson's admissions office. And today with me is Amani Miles. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
And she's their Evolve502 easy for me to say. That's the second time I've done that now. Student Success Coordinator. We're going to be talking about Evolve502 today, but before we get into that, I want to remind everyone, because every time people see me, I think even out in public, it's not too late to apply. Make sure that you apply to Jefferson. Get that application in. Let's get you enrolled in classes. Let's get the process moving. Oh, take a look. There we go. That is wonderful. Thank you, Caleb. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our recruitment team. That's jf-recruitment@kctcs.edu, or you can call 502-213-2624. It's right down there. And we will answer any questions that you may have. It is that time of year. It is spring, it is warm, it's for baseball, and it's for getting into Jefferson Community and Technical College, right? That's my two things every spring I look forward to. So Amani, you're here today to talk a little bit about Evolve502, correct?
Yes, I'm here to talk about our scholarship.
Awesome. Why don't you go ahead?
All right. So, hi, everyone. My name is Amani Miles. I'm a Student Success Coordinator at Evolve502. Before I get into the details about our scholarship and how you can apply, I do want to tell the students on here that we do have a giveaway going on right now. So we are giving away 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. And what you need to do for that is apply for the Evolve502 scholarship, follow Evolve502 on social media, so it can be Facebook, and put your name and high school in the comments on Facebook. So that's how we know to look you up. So that's the first thing I want to mention. But today, more specifically, I'm going to talk about our scholarship, which, as Jimmy just reminded me, that it's not too late to apply for our scholarship. We don't want students to wait till the last second and be rushing and, things like that. So everything that I'm talking about today in regards to the scholarship, you can get right on our site and apply for it. So we do have some slides I would like to use. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so Evolve502 scholarship I'm going to talk about. I will try not to be long-winded. I don't like just talking at people, so I'll do my best not to talk too long. We can go ahead to the next slide. All right, so what is the scholarship? So the Evolve502 scholarship is offering every eligible JCPS graduate a 2-year tuition-free post-secondary education, and that is a last dollar scholarship. So it covers tuition and mandatory fees after any federal and state aid a student receives. So that's why you'll hear a lot of people talking about how important it is to get FAFSA. I mean, it's important regardless, but for our scholarship, that's going to let us know your eligibility in that regard. Let me go to the next slide, please. All right, cool. So how you can utilize our scholarship. So what's really cool about this is that you have multiple options. So let's say you can earn, you don't necessarily want to earn an associate's degree, like a 2-year degree. You can get career credentials. So you can attend workforce credential programs and be certified in a number of programs such as like welding, HVAC. JCTC offers quite a few of them. I can't name them all. And as I said before, an associate's degree, that's a given. You're allowed to utilize that, or you can utilize that through our scholarship. And then it also could be a pathway to a 4-year degree. So you can earn 60 credit hours with the intent to move on from that point to attend whatever institution you please to start a path to a 4-year degree. So we'll cover this first 60 credit hours or first 2 years of that. We'll get the next slide. Perfect. So our partners, we have lovely Jefferson Community and Technical College, and but you can also utilize the scholarship for all KCTCS schools for students that are interested. And we also have Simmons College of Kentucky, which you can utilize as well. And a big thing with students who apply for our scholarship is that you need to make sure you get right to that next step to apply for the college and make sure that that's all in order too. So after you apply for Evolve502, go right into apply, if you haven't already, applying for the institution you want to attend. Next slide, please. All right, cool. So opportunity grants. This is a super great thing that I'm excited about in terms of our scholarship. So beginning with like this class right now, class of 2021, students who have attended JCPS since 9th grade and graduate from JCPS, or if you earn a GED within the 12 months of your original high school graduation date, you'll be able to earn an opportunity grant. And so, sorry, to be more specific about that, our opportunity grant is pretty much money for students to take care of things whenever things come up in school that may pull you away from school. So in terms of the eligibility for opportunity grants, you would need to be Pell Grant eligible. And then you also would need to be from a household that makes $40,000 or less. And there are going to be more details coming about that opportunity, but we want to not just get students in school, we also want to make sure that nothing really gets in the way from keeping them enrolled in school, because there's so many things that can affect that. Next slide, please. So we do also have, in terms of the, so I lost my train of thought, the opportunity grants. If you are opportunity grant eligible, know that there's an option to continue to move on to get a 4-year degree with our scholarship. We do have a partnership with U of L where if you are opportunity grant eligible and you complete an associate's degree at one of the eligible institutions, you'll be able to move on to the University of Louisville, and they will completely cover your tuition. And more details are going to keep coming out about that as well, so just stay tuned for that. Next slide, please. All right, so overall, getting a little long-winded here, sorry y'all. Overall, our scholarship eligibility, very, very simple. So a JCPS graduate who has been enrolled in JCPS since 9th grade, let's say that that does not apply to you. Maybe you left JCPS and came back for the last 2 years of high school, or you're just now coming in 11th grade and have moved to 12th. And there are a lot of different unique situations that can happen. Regardless if this is not applied to you, still go ahead and apply for our scholarship, because we do have an appeals process. And our goal is to get everyone who's interested and is eligible to go to school for free. That's our main goal here. So go ahead and apply. We don't want to deter you with some of these things that may not fit your situation. And then, as I mentioned before, GED within 12 months. So if things happen, you have to get out of, like you get pulled from school for whatever reason, if you get your GED within that 12 months, you'll still be eligible. And then enrolling in the military no later than 90 days after high school graduation, you can defer while on active duty and then come back and utilize the scholarship. Next slide, please. All right, so maintaining eligibility. There are a lot of words on this slide, but I'm just gonna focus on the most important right now. Most important right now, applying for our scholarship, gaining admission into an eligible institution, and then completing the FAFSA. Those are the most important. All this other stuff on the slide is about once you've gotten into the institution, and we're just not gonna worry about that just yet. So most important right now, apply for our scholarship, apply for the school you wanna attend, complete your FAFSA, and obviously graduate high school or get a GED. So that's what I want. If y'all don't get anything else from this live, make sure you do all of those things. Next slide, please. All right, and applying for the scholarship. So we would like what we really work to do is remove as many barriers as we can. So with that being said, our scholarship application is extremely simple. We only ask for the information that we absolutely need, which is like your name, date of birth, address, school you attend, and the schools you want to attend. I may be missing something, forgive me, but very basic information that we absolutely need to be able to look your info up and determine if you're eligible. All of that I pretty much said, so we go to the next slide. All right, yeah, there it is. Okay, the application. So it lists, perfect, it lists everything that you would need to fill out the application. So as I said, name, date of birth, personal and JCPS email, phone number, home address, high school, and then expected graduation date. And I would say that shouldn't or doesn't take more than 5 minutes. So if you're thinking about it, it's not too late. Go ahead and apply. Even if you don't utilize our scholarship, you're not going to be mad at yourself down the road when you have that as an option. We don't want to wait until maybe plans change or things change as they have continued to change for you to utilize this or have this as an option. So I believe that's all that I have. I am the second person on there, Amani Miles. If you want to reach out to me or anyone else on our team, if you have any questions, we'd be happy to talk through those with you or help you figure it out or get you more information. But the general information, oh, I just lost it, at Evolve502, I believe, .com .org, / scholarship. Thank you. But that's really all I have in terms of the scholarship. I do want to remind everyone who is watching, listening, that we are giving away, like for this live, 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. And all you have to do is apply, follow Evolve on social media, and put your name and high school in the comments. I see you had a question. What if I already filled the application but haven't heard anything back or received any emails? So I hope I say your name right. Is it Anaya Smith? So if you, I could actually look your name up and figure out what's going on. So, because typically whenever someone applies, within 48 hours, someone from our team, from that list of people that was just up on the screen, is going to reach out with an email. And sometimes personally, I've noticed that if one letter is wrong in the email, it'll send it back to me and say that I can't reach the person. And that has happened quite a bit of time. Sorry. Do you mean to put our name and high school? Yes. Yep. For the giveaway. Yep. Good question. So if you would like to be a part of the giveaway, we need your name and high school so we know when your application comes up who to pull and to put in that giveaway. So perfect. But from the question, oh, I love all these questions. So is this only for first-time students? So yes, so JCPS high school graduates who have not been in college before. But let me explain, because I know students have a lot of different situations. I know there are programs where they take JCTC classes early or they've earned credits in some sort of way. Those students can still be eligible. But in terms of for the scholarship, class of 2021 is where this starts. And straight from when their anticipated graduation date is, they would need to go right into taking classes in the fall to utilize the scholarship. I hope that makes sense. And I hope I got everybody's questions. I love the questions. Yay, I'm glad to see Jimmy's face again, because I was just talking too much. And
it was amazing. It's always good to hear. I wasn't ready to come back. I was all leaning back. So Caleb got me. Yeah, we'll give another minute to see if anyone has last time or any more questions. The tricky question is, hello there, and I think that you explained it. If it's a dual credit student, they are going to be eligible for the Evolve502. It's if they've graduated from someplace else and then are, graduated in spring 2020 and are now coming, they aren't eligible. Right. Mm-hmm.
But also I will say I have had some people reach out to me about, I know students that have been in alternative schools, they're at their own kind of track. So if they've technically tried to apply, or sorry, I'm losing my word. So if they had an anticipated graduation date of 2021 and then they just got finished early, we still want those students to apply too. We do have an appeals process. We don't want to assume just because your graduation date said 2020 that you're not eligible. We still want you to apply, and we're going to, work through that. So once we get more information. So I don't want anyone to not apply because they think that they may not be eligible.
We have another question, and then I've got a question on top of that may apply to some of these students. Could the scholarship cover, for example, HVAC and plumbing if I wanted to take both, or would it only cover the tuition of one of them?
Great question. So, yes. So in terms of workforce credentials, I'm sure it's in the wording on our website more specific and better than I could probably say it, but it's kind of like whatever comes first. So 60 credit hours is what we'll cover. So if you can, in 60 credit hours, get more than one certification, then you're doing the daggone thing. Okay. So yes, you can do it. And great question. But within those 60 credit hours is what we'll cover. It's kind of up to you how you want to do that. So associate's degree, like you said, workforce credentials, like you said, HVAC, plumbing, and then it could be 60 credit hours towards you doing something else from that point.
So I might put you on the spot with this question, but I think that this is probably one that may come up.
Okay.
What if, say, student starts at U of L, they graduate spring 2021, and they attend a semester at U of L? and then they start with us in the spring. Will they be eligible for the scholarship or no?
I may ask you to ask that again because you
Okay.
said,
So
can you ask that again?
So they graduate high school in May 2021.
Okay.
They attend one semester at the University of Louisville. And then they transfer to Jefferson. Will they be eligible for the scholarship or not? Do they need to start in the fall? And if they need to start in the fall, I think that's a good thing for a lot of people to know. Which I thought that was the case, but
yes. So students wanting to utilize our scholarship they would need to utilize it immediately in the fall. So from that answer, I don't know the specifics about like for those students specifically, if that makes sense, but they would need to start in the fall. So does that help at all?
It does.
Okay.
See another question. My child is in school during the times of these information feeds. We've had Amani and I actually did one of these, I believe it was last spring or early summer, and it is up on our YouTube page if I'm not mistaken. And we'll be putting this up again on the YouTube page so that they can view. The recruitment team sends this out to counselors, and counselors are able to then also put out the link. So they will be able to watch this if they want.
I did see there was a question that I missed about how to apply.
Oh, yes. Go for it.
So we do have, it's evolve502.org/scholarship, I believe is the yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. So so yes, as soon as you get on, you can go through the JCTC website, and you can also go directly to Evolve502 website. So it's really cool if you're interested in going to JCTC, they've already put all the steps right on there for you, which I think is the coolest thing. But like you just don't really have to go anywhere else. If you're interested in going to JCTC, just as it's scrolling right there, it's all there right for you. So you can do it that way. You can go to evolve502.org/scholarship. I don't know why I can't get that up sometimes. Perfect. Yep. And that's what it will look like when you see the application. You fill it out. And then notice at the bottom, there are a lot of lists of all the eligible schools. So most of those are KCTCS schools. I can't talk today.
Oh, you're doing great. Does me taking JCTC dual credit in high school make a difference for Evolve 502 when I graduate in 2021?
So that doesn't deter you from eligibility, if that's what you're asking. I've talked to quite a few students who are in that situation where they've already been getting some credits. You're just already ahead of the game. So as long as you do what you need to do in terms of applying as a freshman to or whatever status you're at to the institution, and you're eligible in all the other areas, just because you already have college credit doesn't deter you at all. Also, I'm glad that you just popped up because I needed to write your name about making sure why you haven't gotten any emails. Give me 1 second. Okay.
I have applied for the Evolve 502 scholarship and completed the FAFSA, so now I just need to apply to JCTC. After that, what steps do I need to take? Oh, that's in my wheelhouse.
That's all you.
That's all me. After you apply to JCTC, we're going to need your, right now, an unofficial transcript would work. We will need your official transcript after you graduate. So some schools hold on to it, but I would ask them to send an unofficial right now and then have them resend an official after you graduate. The reason being is we're going to need ACT scores and or your GPA so we can see if you are eligible to go through orientation or if you need to take testing. And then you'll get emails from our team. They email every day. They are processing applications every day, Monday through Friday. They're sending out emails every day. And it may take right now a couple of days to get that email out if your application doesn't go through successfully and we have to do something on our end. But you'll get an email that says your next step is orientation. And then you'll have to do orientation, or your next step is to complete placement testing. So it's hard to tell you right now what your next step is, But after you apply and get us your test scores and your GPA, we'll be able to tell you what your next step is. There's our recruitment. If you forget anything or need any questions answered about the application process, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. I am glad to announce that the admissions team is back on campus beginning this week. So we are on campus from 10 to 4:30. We are not in our normal location. We are in the library from 10 to 4:30 every day. So if you're one of those people that are like me that like to be in person and talk to someone in person, come to the library, and admissions will be there to help you with any of your admissions needs. So please do not hesitate to come in and ask us some questions. We can help you apply. It's a free application. It only takes about 15 minutes for most students, and it's pretty good. I'm an in-person person. That's why I'm excited to get back. Get those in-person people in. You come by and we will help you. Any other questions? This is probably the most questions I've seen, Amani. So good.
Yeah,
good
I'm loving it. Keep them up.
Yeah, love it. Oh, there it is, and the recording will be at our YouTube site. So it'll be right there.
I'm trying to think of anything else that I possibly could talk about around the scholarship that I haven't already. Or I'll just repeat something that I said. Don't wait. We talk about don't wait. Just go ahead and do it. Because I promise you, it's not worth the stress. Just get all the steps done and figure out where you are, and then you get to chill for not all the summer. And I mean, you'll still have to keep up with things in terms of getting ready for college, but some of the harder steps can be out of the way sooner than later.
All right. Thank you all very much. Thank you all for the questions and comments. Amani, my Zoom and Facebook Live friend. I can't wait to see you in person at some of our upcoming events. And so it is.
I can't wait either.
It is wonderful. All right. Thank you all so very much. It was nice
thanks, everybody.
seeing you all again. Have a good day.
See y'all.